All right, everybody, we're just going to take a drive over to a newly paved road in Interlachen and check it out. And I seen this character, Uncle Pappy, on YouTube that kind of popped up, and everybody thinks it's Robin Williams. And that kind of reminded me of back in the day. I'll tell a quick little story here. At the Orange Park Mall in about 1991, me and an ex-girlfriend saw Jim Morrison at McDonald's. And to this day, I still wonder, was that Jim Morrison? Because it looked just like Jim Morrison. Had the same face, but was really heavy set and a full beard. And I really believed that that was Jim Morrison. And I had just thought about that it's been a long time since I even thought about that. But yeah, this Uncle Pappy guy I saw on YouTube, and it's funny if you go and look at his videos and read the comments, everybody is like, calls him Robin Williams. And you know, he does look a lot like him and sounds a lot like him. What do you think, Robert Farley Knows James? You don't what?
I don't know.
You don't have any opinion? I don't know. I think it looks like him. And you know, if you had Robin Williams or Elvis money, no telling what you could do, really. But I'm going to put a clip of Uncle Pappy right here, and we're just going to drive right up through Old Town to get over to this newly paved road. So yeah, I'm going to put the clip right here, and we'll be back in a few seconds.
Well, why don't we hear what not Robin Williams has to say?
The time has come for me to address these conspiracies about me. I'm sorry to say, but I am not Robin Williams, folks, man. I see all these damn comments, all these hilarious conspiracy videos, man, and it makes me giggle, but it also breaks my heart. Because Robin Williams is one of the greatest shining lights in our world, and we all miss him a lot, man. And the fact that I could bring a little joy to your life in a similar way means the world to me. But I also got to say, we got to honor Robin Williams' legacy. Don't let it be tainted by anything that I might do or say. Let him stand on his own. Let his family appreciate him on his own. Don't bring me into this, man. I'm sorry. Let me be me. Let me be Pappy, brother. I'm Pappy. I am Robin Williams. It's okay. And if you think I was Robin Williams, it's not your fault. My impression was too good. It's not your fault. It's okay. But please, man, let Robin Williams live in peace, man. He was a beautiful man, and let me be me.
I thought it was interesting that a long time ago, what's that guy's name? Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil had Shelley Duvall on his show and was interviewing her. And I don't think she was well at this time, mentally well, but she was talking about how she believed Robin Williams was still alive and shape-shifting or something, and we'll put a clip of that right here.
I don't think he's dead.
Yeah, you don't think he's dead?
No.
Where do you think he is?
Shape-shifting.
Yeah.
He looks real good in some forms, in other forms he doesn't.
Do you see him?
Has, yes.
And go ahead and hang this first ride up here. So anyway, I mean, that's just interesting anyway. To me, it's interesting. I always am kind of suspicious when somebody who has all the money in the world and everything else offs themselves.
Because money doesn't make you happy.
Well, they say that. But I just can't believe that you couldn't find, a good therapist or something.
Sometimes some depressions are resistant to medicines and stuff. So my depression's very hard to break. So.
There you go. But I imagine if you had Robin Williams money,
No, that's not true.
you could find something.
That's not true. There's only so many drugs in this world that they've got for depression.
Well, nevertheless, this guy looks and sounds an awful lot like Robin Williams. And that's all I'm going to say. I just thought it was interesting, and I'd share that find with my audience. But yeah, we're just gonna drive down and check out this newly paved road. For those of you who remember, we made a video for Insomniacs once where we drove out here and drove the back, the back roads all the way to Johnson. And they were just working on this road then, and now it's finished. So we're gonna drive down it and see what's down there, which is probably trees, but it is neat how they're paving all these roads now. So I do believe that they are expecting some growth coming in the next few years. And I get a lot of questions about that. Is Interlachen, is it growing? And yes, it's growing. Almost every time me and the driver formerly known as James go out now, we see some new home popping up. And there are now a few new for sale commercial lots as well, which I'm sure they will get something in there eventually. I think there's 3 new commercial lots right there on there's one that's right next to the Dunkin' Donuts, and then there's 2 other ones on Highway 20 in town. So it will be interesting to see what becomes of Interlachen in the next 5 years. I think it's gonna blow up. There's a kitty friend in the road.
Down the road, little friend.
And speaking of kitty friends, Cubby Bear has gotten to where he sits when you eat, and he will beg like a dog. I have never seen a cat do that ever.
He's not a cat, he's a dog.
Pretty much. I mean, none of my cats have ever done that, and any other cat I've ever been around, they really don't care what you're eating for the most part, as long as they're fed. But Cubby Bear, he'll sit there and look up at you, and he wants what you're eating too, like a dog, which is cool. I mean, I'll try to have to get that on film one day. I'm gonna have to try to get that on film one day. There's something right there, a commercial or a residential lot to our left. I would imagine in 20 years, if things keep going like they're going, there's probably not going to be a dirt road in Interlachen anymore. And Interlachen used to be all dirt roads, so. This is a very pretty drive out here. Me and the driver formerly known as James often just come for a little drive down here. Of course, that's anywhere in Interlachen you're going to get a pretty drive. Okay, so this right here is kind of hairy to pull out of, especially going straight, so I'm going to lean back a little so that the driver formerly known as James can see mow well.
Is that donkeys?
Looks like it,
I
don't
didn't know
it?
they had donkeys.
Here, get a shot of the donkeys, since you mentioned it. We got to show the donkeys.
Cute.
Actually, when I get my animal ranch, once I become a billionaire, I'll have donkeys too. Yeah, hopefully it's clear. It is, apparently. Okay, so this is, I think this is Cousin Town Road. And as you can tell, it is freshly paved.
Didn't we make a video out here one time?
No, we drove out here one time when it was a dirt road. And it had that effect on my voice where it was like, hello, how are you? Because it was so washboardy.
Oh, yeah.
It was like Vanilla
That's
Ice.
right. I remember.
Vanilla Ice had that song where he was doing that to his throat while he was rapping, and I can't remember the name of that. It's on the his first album.
Rastaman, or
Huh?
is it Rastaman?
I don't know. Could be. I'm sure I don't know. So here's a newly freshly paved road right in Interlachen. And there is not a lot out here.
It's pretty.
It is. It's a nice little drive. And then, you know, if we see something for sale, we'll let you know. That is DeMar Lane, it looked like. Couldn't really tell, the sun was in my eyes.
Yeah, Damar.
Huh?
Damar.
DeMar.
D-A-M-A-R.
That was something. And this one is
Cornelio.
You will give me all your caca. I need tippy from a bunghole. You could live out there on Cornelio Drive, people. Come on now. You know you want to do that.
Could you imagine telling people
Walking up and down the street with your shirt over your head and your arms up. Yeah. That's what I'd be doing if I lived there. Okay, so there are a few homes out here, not much to speak of. Whatever that with no street sign is a dead end. Wonder how far down this goes. They did a long stretch of pavement here, that's for sure.
Yep. Wow, look at the big old pieces of rock.
That'd be nice if they cemented that ditch in. Come out here and skate in peace. Because this is in the backwoods. Now I'd imagine if we were ever going to see a bear or a deer, this would be a good place to see one. Oh, that's it for the pavement, it looks like. Oh, and there's a pretty little creek there too. So we're just going to turn around here, get a shot of that creek.
Whoops.
Hopefully somebody doesn't come flying like this truck.
Yeah, I can.
Because that is a corner there.
Wow.
Where are you going?
I'm just going to go down a little further.
That was probably your last best bet to turn around. Because I doubt there's any driveways or anything down here.
It's grass.
Well, anyway, you could probably do it right here. We're not on a curve, so hopefully nobody comes flying. I do want to get a shot of that little creek for y'all. I do not know the name of that little creek. So anyway, this road, this dirt road that we're turning around on does go out to Highway 315 down around Orange Springs. Just get a shot. I may hop out of the car and get a shot of this little creek. It's that pretty. And I didn't know it was back here, so. Get my window down.
Where's it at?
Do I?
Where's it at?
It's right up here where it was still paved, I think, where we went across it.
Oh, maybe right here where there's a rise or something.
Yeah, if you can pull over to the side of the road somewhere safe, that I can walk back to this creek and get a shot of it. Alright guys, I'm just going to get out real quick and take a shot of this little creek. Okay, I think this will make a pretty ending to our video. I do not know the name of this creek, but I bet you this is the one that's down on Highway 315 that people hang out and swim in. I don't know what that is. Maybe garbage. I thought it was some kind of critter. But yeah, this is super pretty. Seems like they would put a sign up here telling you the name of it. If I had cowboy boots, I might try to walk back there a little, but I ain't doing it in these shoes, so. Alright guys, well, newly freshly paved road led to this neat little creek. And I think it makes a nice little ending. Be cool if there was some wildlife out here or something that we could see, but does not look like it. But I assure you it's back there. Alright everybody, thanks so much for watching. And we'll be back real soon and we'll see you then. Peace.